Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Making an Impact. I am your host, Jordan Grace's favorite author, Chad Porto. And joining me, as always, is the man whose middle name isn't actually Tyler, but I will never fucking learn his real name, so get goddamn used to it, Zachary Tyler Pew Pew Duncan. Ah!
Oddly enough, though, the pew pew completely accurate.
Yes, I believe it's Danish. Or Swahili. We haven't decided. We haven't figured it out yet.
Conflicting sources.
Yeah, that 23andMe said Swahili, but that, other one said Danish. Like, I don't know. Just all kinds of madness. So, we are live on the air. Thackeray's an engaged boy. How does it feel to be an engaged boy?
It feels good.
Like you being a grown-up.
I mean, why you gotta make it dirty like that?
Speaking of grown-up, I had to buy a new car.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Play that game.
Yeah. Right now I'm borrowing one, but I know what I'm looking for. I need to have the courage to be like, I'm buying a motorcycle. I'm going to Sean Spencer this bitch, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I will borrow everyone else's car when I cannot drive my motorcycle. Watch me. You can't stop me. It cannot be done. So, once I get around to actually learning, yeah, I fully intend on buying a bike. I can easily afford both, I think. If I find a used bike for like $4,000, I could probably get that for $250 a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's manageable. If I look for a car that's at least 10 years old, I can probably get that for $225, $270 a month. I can afford that because I'm actually making the big boy dollars now. So I'm like, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
I'm looking to get like a truck so I can put the bike in the truck. Where's your bike? Oh, it's with me. What do you mean with you? You drove the truck? Yeah, it's in the bed. Why? I don't like leaving it at home. It gets lonely. I was going to get a dog so they would have each other, but I didn't want to pick favorites. And in the event of something going wrong, I'd pick the dog. I couldn't live with that
obviously.
Yeah, I couldn't live with that choice. So, bring it with me wherever I go. Then it's super cool to ride out of it like I'm Spy Hunter. Where is he? He went to the truck. Then, he's on a motorcycle now. How did that happen? That's some Batman shit right there. Speaking of Batman shit, TJP, Josh Alexander, open up Impact with a heck of a match.
I'm not sure where that connects with Batman, but I'll allow it.
Josh Alexander's headgear makes him look like Batman without the ears. There it is.
There you
go. So they list him as tag team champion Josh Alexander. That's not technically correct. Josh Alexander won half of the tag team champions, or tag team champion Josh Alexander.
Yes, there should not be a plural there.
There should not, because there's not two Josh Alexanders. Just saying, like, you need two Josh Alexanders to make that work. I mean, there might be.
Correct.
Give me some Team Canada.
You don't know.
Yeah, give me some Team Canada up in this. We can get two. He's with their buddy little Ethan, little Ethan guy, and they're taking on TJP. Well, he's taking on TJP, and Falabah's got his back. This is one of those times where you just go, this is what TJP could be all the time if he wasn't such a dill. Dill is short for dill hole, which is what TJP is. But this was a heck of a match.
It was.
I genuinely enjoyed it.
Yes, I like that TJP has started like incorporating a lot of like submission holds.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of limb locks and things. It sets him apart from every other generic X Division guy that they have, or every other generic high flyer from every company that's currently in existence.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that I think is fascinating is this is one of those things where you want to see guys do more of as they push their mid to late 30s if they're a high flyer, but they don't often do it. TJP is actually doing it and doing it at a time in his career when he's still viable without doing that as often. But what ends up happening when you do that is, I look at someone like Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay's phenomenal. Just what he can do in the ring is pure magic. The problem with magic, or in what I like to describe, is Will Ospreay is dessert. He's chocolate mousse.
Yes.
Oh, and once a week, oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, the best. But you have it enough times, and it makes you sick. You need more substance there, and I think Ospreay's one of those guys who's too good not to be doing more than just the high fly flippity doodads, and he's doing a lot more strikes now. So that does help. But one of the things that I think he should be looking at is, following in line with Zachary Sabre Jr. and doing a more mat-based approach at times, because it does take a lot of stress off the body. You can still do long matches, and you're not forcing yourself to go into such a state of disarray every time you do a move, because, people don't really think about this. Even if you're just doing like a little dive off the top rope into a bunch of dudes, that's bone-on-bone contact. Like, your muscles are bruising, your back's getting jacked up, your neck's getting all kinds of whiplash. It's not, I mean, granted, pro wrestling in general isn't healthy for you. But it's even more unhealthy when you do it and when you make it part of your daily shtick. So, with someone like Will Ospreay, that's, a big detriment to his career. But someone like Zachary Sabre Jr., who weighs maybe 110 pounds, never leaves his feet. In fact, I think it's part of his contract. He has to have one foot on the ground at all times. He's going to have a much longer career, and he's going to be a lot healthier, as he gets older. Like someone like Minoru Suzuki. Dude's 52. Wrestles like every night. Hiroshi Tanahashi's 40. But because of his high-impact style, he misses chunks at a time sometimes. So, TJP has found a way to prolong his career, and I think that's fantastic, even if I do think he's a dill hole. I believe TJP gets the one with, a roll-up?
Yes. It was a surprise roll-up.
I think more wrestling matches should have pinning combination finishes more often. The roll-up, the schoolboy, but not necessarily surprises, but like shooting the half. Just shoot the half, goddammit.
Yeah.
Wrestling terminology, you hook it, or you go for a half Nelson, full Nelson. You get them on the ground, you flip them over, and then, bada bing, bada boom. 22 skidoo. Did you like?
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be. It doesn't always have to be like knocking the guy out or the cheating to win. Sometimes you just out wrestle the guy.
Yeah. Did you like Randy's basement room on Home Improvement?
I vaguely remember it. The most I remember it was the episode they were building it was on Tool Time. Tim had that fake soundproof room.
I am a very model. Oracle. That's what I remember.
Yep.
Al, yeah? Can you hear me? I can hear you. Think about it.
That.
We think Willie Mack, he tricked Johnny Swinger into thinking he will finally get a tag with him. Only it's a singles match instead. That's some craftiness there by Mr. Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Macalicious, Mr. Mac Daddy, Mr. Macalaka Dog Dog. What was Guster's name in that episode where they went to the zoo? I think is what it was. And Turk only spoke in clicks, and he argued with Sean in just clicks. I should ask Swisher. You wouldn't know. Zach turns his brain off usually, so.
You cut out.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard there were clicks, and then that's it.
The episode in Psych where Sean and Gus go to the animal hospital, and they pretend to be like Sven Jorgensen and Mister Mick
Go
Mick Chook.
took.
That's what it was. Mick Chook. And then they just started yelling at one another and clicks. I fucking love that show. I can't wait for the movie.
Oh yeah, they are doing another movie.
Yeah, so it's going to be on NBC's Peacock. And I love the name. It's The Return of Lassiter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because he had a stroke when they were filming the first one.
Yeah,
Boy, he's okay now.
that's good.
I did you ever see him in like Galahad? I think is what it was called.
No,
was
I
like-
never did.
It's like some wonky ass ABC show, I think, where it's like a musical like Middle Eastern, not Middle Eastern, Middle Earth kind of bullshit. You know, cloaks and knights and stuff. And he had the craziest fucking hair and beard, and I swear to God, he reminded me of Venkman. What was it? The Ver from Are You in the Dark?
Oh, Vink's the name.
Vinks!
Dr. Vink.
With the Ver. That's what fucking Lassiter looked like in that. He looked like a young, skinny version of Vink.
Ah,
Yes.
I am not a nutbag.
I believe Vink with the va and Sheldon Cooper get along real well. I am not a nutbag. My mother had me tested. I just love that eventually Sheldon's mom goes, we did have him tested. Although I really regret not following up with that specialist. And Sheldon's just all perplexed, like, what? I don't care what anyone fucking says. I love that show.
I dug it. I dug the first 5 or so seasons of it.
Yeah, I was about to say, the show was really good when it was, confined to 4 or 5 characters.
Yeah, when it was just Penny and the 4 guys.
Yeah. And I don't mind that they added new characters. I just felt like they gave too much time to Bernadette and Amy Farrah.
Yeah, it really threw off the whole dynamic and what made the show good.
Like if you so the woman who plays Amy Farrah Fowler, Blossom.
Yes.
I have no problem with bringing on a lady scientist or a lady STEM specialist to play that role. Like that's cool. But you telling me you could get Winnie Cooper for a cameo? You couldn't bring her on full time as Amy Farrah Fowler? I'm just saying. The fuck? That chick could teach me chick could teach me anything. She could teach me to not call chicks chicks. I mean, crazier things happen. I'm just saying, like, Winnie Cooper at 47. Hot damn. What's up, girl? Teach me the ways of mathematics and love. Speaking of love, Willie Mack beat Johnny Swinger with a frog splash. I feel like I guised this show into actually more of a me and Zach catch up with life and talk about things. Set to the backdrop of Impact Wrestling news and information.
Essentially. Interspersed with what's going on Home Improvement.
Right? Like, these are the big questions, though. These are the big questions. So we got Madison Rain. She's in the ring looking for a golden opportunity open challenge. She congratulates Jordan Grace, but she's a little bit sarcastic. Oh, no.
Oh, she's not bitter about it.
Not at all. Not at all. She brings out Maserati, who's got a nice little kind of purple, pink, white hair streak going on. Yeah. And her trunks say Maz, which I think is a really cool name. In fact, I think her name should be Maz Arati.
I go with that.
Right? Just every time she does something, Arati. I don't know. I think that's fun. I think that's fun. So what do you think of Maserati's debut in the Impact Arena?
I thought she was all right. I think she has potential, but she did, I can't say that she did a whole lot to wow me on her first outing, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's, also on Madison Rain.
How dare you, sir?
Great character work for Madison Rain, but still not that great in the ring.
How dare you, sir?
I know. The last graduate of the Hart Family Dungeon.
She's a living
18-time knockouts champion. I get it.
She's a living icon, god damn it. How dare you? I mean, I don't give a fuck, but whatever. Maserati's got a look.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with pro wrestling is, we've talked about this before, especially when it comes to women. The athletes that have come into pro wrestling over the last 10 years are so much, on average, by and large, better than what we ever were seeing, that you no longer need the apex of the women's division, because someone like Maserati is probably as good as the top WWE divas of a decade ago.
Yeah.
And now when you get to a point with wrestling, you have to remember it's not about the in-ring work. I know so many internet fans were like, "Yeah, but he can't work." Motherfucker, I don't care if he can work. I want to sell tickets. I want people to tune in. People aren't tuning in to see Drew Gulak. They're not tuning in to see fucking the crazy chick from Scotland in WWE. What's her name? Nikki Cross.
Becky Lynch.
She's Irish. You're racist. No, Nikki Cross. They're not tuning in to see these people. They're tuning in to see the personalities. There's a reason why The Fiend is popular, despite the fact he works about as fast as a slug and has the ability to bump like a goddamn boulder, to which to say he can't. There's a reason why Goldberg, who was never a great worker, is still super popular, because he's a gimmick. He's a character. He runs through people, and you believe that when Goldberg shows up, it's going to be 4 minutes of pain.
If that.
Right? So I look at this and I think to myself, wrestling's about selling in more than one way. And if I can't get Gail Kim, Sarah Del Rey, Tessa Blanchard all the time, then let me get someone who can sell with her personality. That's why I love Madison Rain right now, because her character is so damn entertaining. Rosemary's not the greatest worker, but she's a great character wrestler. And she knows how to utilize, her strengths and how to limit her limitations. That's why I'm never upset when people like Allie leave, because Allie wasn't that charismatic and she wasn't that good in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
She was likable. Like, you want her to do well. Like, when you hear, oh, Allie, she's making a lot of money. That's good. Good for her. She deserves it. Not she's earned it. Like, there are far better wrestlers and far better promos out there than Allie.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cherry Bomb. I hate to say it, but it's true. So when I look at Maserati, I think to myself that she looks like $1 million, man. Ironically enough, they announced that they're bringing back the gut check. Remember the gut check, Zach?
I do.
The gut Zach check.
Wasn't that where we were first introduced to Joey Ryan?
Well, you were, but yes. I was aware of the penis peddler. I wish I wasn't. I truly wish I wasn't. But they're bringing it back. And the one time, well, there's a few times that I go back and I watch those old clashes, if you will. Adam Pearce was told by Taz he wasn't good enough, which made me want to chuck a boulder at someone's head. But then the other one that really pissed me off was Jay Bradley and Brian Cage had a match in 2013, I think it was, or 2012, I think it was. Cage was only 28. Bradley was 31, 32. Now he's 39, and Cage, I think, is 35, 36. And I'm thinking to myself, if you had just had just a minor, like a monochrome of a clue, you would have made those two dudes huge stars even. I'm still so hurt by that Hogan era, because it had so much potential, and it was all just wasted because of Hogan's goddamn ego.
Yeah.
It pisses me off to no extent.
I know, Chad. It'll be all right.
No, it won't. Woosah.
It's all over, man.
Woosah. Woosah. Man, just rub your hands and say woosah. Madison Rain gets the obvious one because the obvious is obvious. Obs, right. Gabby Lauren interviews Jordan Grace after she made history by defeating Taya Valkyrie last week. Jordan says she's going to be a fighting champion, unlike Taya. And it starts this Saturday at Sacrifice when she defends the belt against Havoc. It says the undefeated Havoc, but she's lost before?
It says undefeated?
Yeah. It says...
Why?
I don't write this copy. It starts this Saturday at Sacrifice when she defends against the undefeated Havoc. I'm calling bullshit.
Bullshit.
Now, you could say the winning streak, or Havoc, who happens to be on a winning streak. But undefeated means she's never been pinned. I'm sorry. Once you lose, you're no longer undefeated. That's kind of how it works. I didn't think I needed to, mention that. We then get Johnny Bravo interrupting and says that Taya isn't talking to him since losing the title. He tells the truck to run a video that he made for the former champion in hopes of getting her to talk to him. Where was this show at? Was this the last Mexico show?
No, this was Vegas.
This was Vegas?
Yeah.
So, I don't remember if Taya was on in Vegas.
She was. We saw her for like a second.
Okay. Because I have a theory that she might be leaving. It's nothing more than guesswork at this point. I've heard nothing. Just, with when Allie lost the belt, she left. When, Johnny Impact lost the belt, he left. When Brian Cage lost the belt, he left. There's a trend.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that Taya might be leaving. Although, I say that and I kind of chuckle because there was a time when she was doing like the Warrior Queen, and she just came back right after that when she started doing the La Veda Loca, where I was like, I don't give a shit. She can leave, whatever. Now I'm like, she's actually really good, really entertaining, and this Valley Girl gimmick is super good. And now I don't want her to leave. I don't want her to go. So, Johnny Bravo, though, I can't wait to see who they pair him up with next. May I suggest Johnny Swinger?
Ooh.
Right? That's the way to go, folks. I'm just throwing it out there. So Ty didn't like the video. She's yelling at Johnny. Let's see. Dogga challenges RVD. Gotta like that idea. Then we get Tessa, Tommy, and Trey, the Triple T's. They preview the 6-person tag against Ace Austin and the Reno Scum. And then we get my favorite match of the night, even though TJP and Josh Alexander was fire. You know me, I'm an Eddie Edwards guy. I love me the double E. The man who is now a father. Defeated Mike Elgin. Best of 5. 1-2 now. And how did he do it? The goddamn roll-up.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Eddie's new daughter and mom were watching at home. Or actually not, because he's adopted, so like it's not like she has to be bedridden or anything. She's probably backstage. Then we get the Moose is out, rocking a real slick suit.
Look at the man looking sharp.
That is a sharp-dressed man. ZZ Top would sing a song about him if they sang about men. Sharp-dressed man. He joins the commentary to preview Rhino and Dave Christ, who's out with his brother Jake. And Jake's all like, I used to be the golden draw. And Dave's like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. In my head, Jake's like, hey, Dave. Dave's like, what? Jake's like, hey, Dave. And Dave's like, what? Jake's like, hey, Dave. And Dave's like, what, Jake? And Jake's like, nothing. Just saying hi. And then Dave turns around and gets gored and loses.
I mean, basically.
right?
I feel like that's a much more entertaining thing than what happened. Not that the match was bad, but
Like I said, I should be a booker, man. I'm telling you, I can write some great shit. Rhino does all of one move,
yeah,
and Dave
all you need.
screams his head off at Jake right before it happens. Ah. So then we get Susie. Actually, hang on. We have more of this. Oh no, it's too young. Never mind. There was a video that I saw of the "See You Seeing Me" or whatever the hell that dude is.
Yeah.
I think "See You Seeing Me" is from fucking Wintry Hill. I'm gonna Google this. Do you remember? Because it was like a video. We saw Jordan Grace. I think we saw Willie Mack.
I don't know. I actually didn't catch this video this time.
Oh, okay. Depending on the sources. I thought it was from fucking Wintry Hill. I guess not. I don't know where I remember that from. Anyway, so back to the action. Impact announced the signing of Chris Bay, a top indie talent. This hours after Cody Rhodes said that they're looking at signing Chris Bay. Goddamn. That's funny as shit.
That's pretty funny.
We also got some. Okay, so here we go. Gabby Lauren was going to tell you all about Sacrifice this Saturday, but apparently, whoever the hell reality is lost is decided that they were more important. So that's ICU. That's what it is. Apologies. The truth will be exposed. Reality is lost. They have a post from 7 hours ago. Static Glitch. SmackDown on Fox. My skill set is way more powerful than anyone knows. I can show up anywhere, anytime. I see everything. Any company. Hashtag reality is lost. My code isn't broken. Is this a return of Matt Hardy?
Huh.
Matt Hardy returning to Impact. Confirmed. So let's see if we can. So the ICU scan the code. I already know the website.
Well, what was the website again?
ICP. It's realityislost.com.
Ah.
So come with me, and Satan too. He's your friend and mine. The Rascals Treehouse. That was from A Touch of Satan, a great Mystery Science Theater movie. Anyway, so the quote. The treehouse, the Rascals Treehouse, was way easy to find on Google Maps. Just saying. The locker room leader, the '80s jobber, the stoner kids, the dude with the powerful wiener, the entire wrestling universe, quote unquote, all fakes, all imposters. I wonder when someone will actually be smart enough to figure out the big picture. Signed to ICU. And that was from
what do
yesterday.
Mass and Rain, Johnny Swinger, the Rascals, and unfortunately Joey Ryan have in common?
They're all to an extent deviants.
Yeah.
Or I should say
some
sinners.
to larger extents than others.
I should say sinners, actually. I can't remember the '80s jobber's name.
Johnny Swinger.
There it is. I kept wanting to call him Justin Herbert. Johnny Swinger covets. The stoner kids partake.
Yeah.
They take of the land unnecessarily. Joey Ryan is very with his and Madison Rain is boastful, gloatful.
Mm-hmm. Pride?
Very much so. So we have pride, we have envy, we have lust.
Gluttony?
Yeah, I guess that you could say the stoner kids fall under gluttony. So who else? What else do we have? We have anger. No, we have rage,
There's wrath.
wrath.
Let's see. There's gluttony, pride, envy, lust,
Got those four.
wrath, sloth, and what was the seventh?
Stupid.
Correct.
Hungry. How have you not looked this up yet? Come on.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking. Pride, avarice, envy, wrath, lust, gluttony, and sloth.
So we got pride, gluttony, pride, envy, gluttony, greed, lust, sloth, and wrath. So we don't have wrath, greed, or sloth yet, because I would say gluttony applies to the rascals. More than anything. So interesting. I have no
indeed.
I have no idea when he's posted or she's posted, every so often. January 14th, February 4th, February 18th. I feel like the code in the background is something.
Probably. There's a lot of shit going on.
I can't see in the view page info. Let's see. Skype, nope. That's probably not right. Page source. So, content IE Edge. Is that something? Is it Adam Copeland? Is he already done with the WWE?
Damn it.
He just came back. IP animation false. Bolt. It's Scott Flash Norton. Nailed it.
So good.
Bolt. Figured it out. VAR match equals document.cookie. It's the Cookie Monster.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Nom 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 nom.
Me like to eat the cookies. Nom 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 nom. Seriously, if you don't have a kid and teach them how to eat like Cookie Monster at one point in your life, you failed as a parent. Gotta eat like the Cookie Monster, kid. Nom 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 nom. Here we go. Static that Paris ditch. What is this? Glitch, Xeonorock, Core.js, Webpack. I know how to read the code. I am the Matrix. Oh, there's way too much here. Let's see. Worker started. False. Platform Apple on page. User code false. Use Boltish false session ID. Cache exclusive reason. I cannot figure this out yet. Warm dump. Who are you going to take a guess? And don't say Matt Hardy.
Don't say what?
Matt Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Always got to be some sarcastic little bitch, huh?
Yeah.
It's Mordecai. Finally, he's going to get his revenge on The Undertaker from getting bumped off the card in 2004. Let's see. Then we get the main event. It is Tessa and Tommy versus Ace Austin, Reno Scum, 6-man tag. They have a big old show on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Sacrifice.
It is.
We're going to talk about that here in a second. The bad guys, Ace Austin and Reno Scum, get the big ol' win after Ace caught Trey with the fold.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. He actually finished a match with his finisher.
Surprising.
I am shooked. Shooked and shocked and schlemieled.
Schlemazel?
Shamazel. Something dazzle. You strike me as a Mary Tyler Moore fan. Not so much a. What was the other one?
Never seen it.
It was what was the one with the two girls and the two guys, and they lived across the street, and he always popped in the door going, "Hello, Laverne."
Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah, that's it. As soon as I said the line, I'm like, "It's Laverne and Shirley, motherfucker," and he's gonna say, he says it. You cunt. So, Sacrifice brought to you by OVW. I don't know why that sounds like a car salesman voice, but there you go.
It does.
Welcome to OVW. We got BMWs, Fords, Chevys, Chevy Fords, Ford Chevys, BM Fords, and BMWs. Come on down today, get your car, and meet wrestling icon, the 80s guy. I forget his name again. Johnny Swinger. I remembered it.
Why can't you remember his name?
I don't know. So, we got a Champions Collide match, although it does not say specifically that it's for the titles. Ace Austin was on the winning side of a tag team match, pitting him and Knockouts champion Ty Valkyrie against Tessa and Trey Miguel. Ace proved that he can go toe-to-toe with the best, and the best is history-making world champion Tessa Blanchard, who will win this monumental champion versus champion collision, where the victory for either competitor could put them next in line for their opponent's title. So it's technically a match to maybe determine the number one contender.
Yes, maybe, possibly. And somewhere Sami Callihan still figures into it
somehow. Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, I feel like it's got to be Tessa. I mean, if I can't see them having her lose her first, it's not her first title defense, but it would be essentially her first major match since winning the world title. So I don't see her losing.
I concur.
You concur, Doctor?
Why didn't I concur? Battle of the Beasts in Louisville, Part 2, or 3, or oof. I don't know what French is for 4, so we're just going to go with oof. It's Moose versus the Rhino again. Moose has already pinned Rhino, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
I'm going to go with the Rhino.
Ooh. Drag it on out, eh?
God damn it. So, I just kind of realized why a rhino's full name is a rhinoceros. I can't speak tonight.
Sound it out.
Nope. We're moving on. My tooth hurts. I'm blaming it on that. Oh, God damn it. Doug and Jay Christ. I didn't even realize these two were feuding. Are they feuding? I don't think they're feuding.
No.
All right. I'm down. Jay Christ has grown his hair out, making it not so obvious that he's balding. I appreciate that, bro. Who do you have, Rhino or Moose? A rhinoceros, I said it. Did it. Rhino or Moose?
Yeah, I'll go Rhino. I feel like Rhino could stand to get himself a win over Moose.
Here's hoping. Daga or Jake Chris? Sorry.
I'm gonna go.
Again, I mispronounced his name. I'm just having a shit night. Dagger Richards or Jake Christ?
Dogger Richards.
Obviously, Dagger Richards. I really hope that he reforms his tag team, the Mexican Wolves, with Eduardo Edwards. Always my favorites. Jordan Grace versus Havoc. And I'm calling bullshit on the undefeatedness.
Me too. I'm gonna say no contest.
I'm going Jordan Grace straight out.
Ooh.
This is the first time I'm hearing anything about fucking Havoc being undefeated. And usually when something like that gets fucking flag planted in the last second, it's because they want to try to make it a reason for why, like a bigger reason why the face won. Oh, Havoc's undefeated. Oh, I just found that out. Oh, Jordan Grace beat the undefeated Havoc. Like that's usually how it goes. So, we got, the North continue the dominance. It's the North versus the Rascals. The North have all set at top of the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Division for many months, defeating teams after team, overcoming challenges after challenges. But if there's any pair that can strike when they least expect it, it's Des and Wentz or the Rascals. Des and Wentz have lightning in a bottle, and it can be unleashed on any given night. Will the North stand tall in Louisville, or will the Rascals score the upset? So this is not a tag team title match, which was the only reason for why I read it. I'm picking the Rascals over the North.
You said it's non-title?
It's non-title.
Then yes, I agree. I will also go with the Rascal since it is non-title.
That is smart. In a match called Swing It or Touch It. How about neither? You know these dudes are like the same age, right?
Yeah.
They should literally just be put into a tag team at this point. Swinger or Ryan? Who you got?
I would like Swinger, but unfortunately it's gonna be Joey Ryan.
I'm gonna pick no one. I am abstaining from selection. Fulton and Christ versus Larry D and AC Romero.
I'm gonna go Fulton and Christ. OVE.
I too am going OVE. Then we have Willie Mack versus Jay Bradley. My heart says Jay Bradley. My brain says Willie Mack. So I'm going to listen to the part that always steers me in the proper direction. My naughty bits. And I'm going to go with the prettiest of the girls. Whoever that may be. No, Willie Mack's going to win. Jay Bradley is more known with OVW at the moment than anyone. I don't see him beating Willie Mack, who's on a decent tear in Impact Wrestling as of late. Especially with Rich Swann on the injured list, I don't think you want to have Mack eating too many losses. So it makes sense that, the Jay Bradley is going to be on the losing end. Although it's going to be great to see Jay Bradley.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good match.
The event...
Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. I love me David McDonough. What's his first name? Malcolm. Malcolm McDonough?
Yeah.
That's not right.
That's not right. That's Malcolm McDowell.
Yes. Ted McDonough.
No.
Mike McDonough. Nick McDonough. McDonough. Clive Parker McDonough. It's Neil McDonough, goddammit.
There it is.
Sacrifice takes place live on Saturday, February 22nd, from the Davis Arena and Louisville, Kentucky Arena. You know what they say, kids. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. Name that cartoon.
Can't.
I'll give you a hint. The main character went... I swear to God, I hate you.
Wild Thornberries.
No, down in Tasmania.
Oh.
His father would go, son, now let me tell you something about this. Ladies like fudge. And then listening to their problems. You know what they mean. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And then Taz would be like, that's right, son. We also have another show. It's Friday on Twitch. Tag team main event, Tessa Blanchard and Daga versus Ace Austin and Jake Christ. This is not a engaged party match, despite the fact that Daga and Tessa are, in fact, doing the hibbity-dibbity. We have Rhino versus Fulton. And can I just say, I really hope they named this event Outbreak way before the coronavirus became a thing.
Yeah, that would be good.
But now every time I say coronavirus, I think of Coronas, and I think of that, and the time in the afternoons. That goddamn song they play every time there's a fucking Corona commercial that's on. Ugh. So, Tessa Daga versus Ace Austin and Jake Chris. We also have Rhino versus Fulton. Yeah. We got Jave Chris versus Joey Ryan. We got the Moose versus the Jay Bradley. Jay's going to have a rough weekend. We have a... What the fuck is it? A tag team match? Yeah, it's a tag team match. The North versus the Rascals versus Willie Mack and Johnny Swinger. Johnny Swinger finally gets a tag with Willie Mack.
There you go, Swinger.
Yeah, it happens. And the event is taking place at... It's not telling me. Hang on. At 560 Eureka Springs Drive, 40517 at the Lexington Ice Center. Yeah. Gotta love me some of the ice centers, yo. What's up? Then we have Motown Beatdown, or A-Town Beatdown, I'm sorry, on March 6th and 7th from the Coca-Cola Roxy in Atlanta. And then we have Lockdown, March 28th at St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario.
Ooh.
And then the big show, April 3rd, TNA. There's no place
Paul
like
White?
home. What's that?
Paul White?
What now?
Big Show.
Oh. Drown yourself in bleach for that. As of right now, no more new names have been announced for the TNA show that I'm aware of. The most recent was David Penzer being announced announcing. And then the true big event that caps off the spring tour, if you will, is Rebellion, April 19th in New York at the Terminal 5 complex. So, big ol' listing of shows here, yo. Big ol' listing of shows. I think there's a TV taping in between somewhere. Or a few, I think.
I would assume.
We'll see. So, Thackeray. How's life?
Yeah.
How's life?
What's up?
How's things? How's things in life?
Things are just fine and dandy, sir. How is your life?
It's going. Apparently, AEW's having their first ever cage match tonight.
Okay.
Do you remember the last time Impact had their first ever cage match?
The last time they had their first cage match?
Yes. The last time they had the first cage match, which is also the first time they had their last first cage match.
No idea.
If I remember correctly, it was Triple X versus AMW.
Was that the first one?
I'm pretty sure. TNA's first ever cage.
That wasn't the Elix Skipper.
No.
Okay.
This was 03. Scrolling. There's a cage match history. Not the site. Literally a history of the cage match. Let's see. 2003. No, that's not right. Okay. So, first one that I see, AMW defeated Triple X to win the NWA Tag Team titles, Nashville, Tennessee, June 25th, 2003. So it was legitimately a year into Impact's history. No, I think one of the reasons why they did the cage match where Elite Skipper walked the cage, I believe part of the reason why that was the blow-off match was because they had that first ever match there, a year and a half prior. So they were going with synergy.
I like it.
The greatest kind of energy. Savage energy. Or synergy. Let me count. Let me. Can't do it. I had chicken wings. My voice is fucked. Let me count the ways. Oh, yeah. This is terrible. My voice can't go any lower because my throat's all fucked from the hot sauce. Slim Jim hot sauce. Would you eat Slim Jim hot sauce?
No.
Why not? It sounds so something. It's the bestest.
Is it?
What's that?
Is it though?
I think so. So good. So, do you think Matt Hardy's coming in Impact?
I mean, it's entirely possible. I can't
rule it out.
I can't rule it out. I can't see the WWE like. I mean, I feel like the main reason the WWE brought him back was because of the Broken Hardy gimmick, and that obviously didn't work out very well.
They ruined that.
And to be fair, by the time they got him, the act had already gotten a little stale.
Yeah, but they ran into the goddamn ground, especially considering they didn't actually do anything with it for like 9 months.
It's true.
In fact, if I remember correctly, they didn't do anything with it until the next year, right?
Yeah, I think you're right, because like he still had the same look, and like he would still occasionally during the match he would do the delete thing, but he didn't actually go into it until he started feuding with Bray Wyatt.
Yes, because they did that dumb little thing, the ultimate deletion. Fucking terrible. And that was March of 2018. When did the Hardys return? So they returned in April of 2017 at WrestleMania 33. So a little bit less than a year. So yeah, they completely screwed the pooch on that one. If it's Matt Hardy, if that's who the ICU guy is, would that be a letdown or cool? Or a cool letdown?
I don't know. To me, I think it would be a little bit of a letdown. Just because I mean, maybe it's just because it's he's already being highly speculated to be it. I would like a better surprise, but maybe also because it's Matt Hardy, and what more does he have?
Well, he had a great thing going in the WWE where he was coming out to defend Edge for 2 weeks.
Did that happen?
Did you not know Edge is back?
I mean, I knew Edge is back. That's all I know.
Yeah, Orton attacked Edge the night after the Royal Rumble. Matt Hardy came out last week and this week to be like, I'm going to defend his honor. And Orton's like, Hey, Matt. Yeah. Remember that thing Edge used to do? What, you mean with the chairs? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. You ever miss it? Kinda. I got you. I got you, fam. Concerto. So, yeah. Matt had himself a hell of a time. And there's rumors to go into AEW. You know, there's rumors, he's got offers from just about everyone. MLW, Ring of Honor,
Yeah.
AEW, Impact, so who knows?
Yeah.
When would you expect to see it? Whoever it
To
is.
see the realities lost.
Yes, I see you.
I'm gonna say lockdown.
Okay.
I mean, it's the messages and all that stuff have been popping up for about a month now, I think. And I don't know that you want to do it for too much longer. So lockdown is a month from now, pretty much. So I think that's a good amount of time to have this thing go on. You don't want to drag this for too long.
I would say that it might be even as soon as Saturday.
Really?
Yeah. Because who knows who it is? It could be Sami Callihan with a new gimmick.
It could be.
So like it's very possible that we get the return of Sami Callihan. And the ironic thing is this kind of gimmick is what they tried to do with Callihan in NXT, but it wasn't nearly as effective.
Uh-huh.
So, it'll be interesting to see who it is, and I, for one, look forward to meeting our new alien overlords. And I, for one, welcome our new alien overlords. So we'll see who it is and what it's all about. Should be interesting. Should be fascinating. Thackeray.
Yes.
You got anything else you want to add to tonight's show? Tonight's festivities?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. Then with that, we're done. RealNerdCorp.com, RealNerdCorp.com. We're on Podbean at RealNerdCorp.podbean.com or by downloading your Podbean app to your mobile device and searching for Real Nerd Corp on the app device. We're also on Twitter at NERDCORP, on Instagram at Real Nerd Corp. You can find Zachary on his personal stuff. It's DeviantArt and Instagram at the same handle, Radiance2020, RADIANCE 2020.
That's correct.
You can also find me on Twitter at Chad Nerdcorp, CHADNERDCORP, and on the Instagram at Chad's Photo Huts. I think that's everything. Woohoo. All right.
Yeah.
So, Zach's off tomorrow, but Marcus and I will be back for another edition of ComicCorp. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. So, we'll figure it out. Sanic, Birds of Prey, they're at least on deck for tomorrow's conversation. We'll see what else is there. All right. So, yeah, with all that being said, he's Zachary Tyler, PP Duncan. I'm Chad Porter. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. Remember to watch more wrestling. And with all that being said, Zachary, take us home.
Good night, Johnny Swinger.